Is that what like Elon Musk did? Because he was balding and now he's like...
He's South African, isn't he?
Yeah.
Did you know
we actually went to the same school.
Did he, really?
Yeah. We went to 2 schools. One he finished at. It was called, I think, Pretoria Boys High. So it's a really good school. And then he was at another school called Bryanston High. But he got bullied. He ended up in hospital for 2 weeks.
Really?
Something like that. And I went to Bryanston High. So that's the school I went to. He bullied Elon Musk. That's my claim to fame, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome back to episode 20 of Lethal Weapons Podcast. We've got special guest with us today, Dustin Moore.
Boom, boom, baby.
Boom, boom. Press your little button for him. There we go.
What's the button do?
It puts a cheer on.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah,
we
you
haven't
get a
got
little...
enough people to make it sound.
Studio laughter.
Yeah,
Boom.
exactly. Perfect. Yeah. And producer Murph's back with us.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So, how you doing, man? Nice
I'm good, man.
to have you on.
This is lovely to be here. Thank you.
Really appreciate you coming
fine-looking
down.
men, you know.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
happy.
yeah.
3 beards. This is good.
Yeah.
3 fine-looking men, but yet there's 4 of us opposite you.
You guys choose who's the one. You argue amongst yourselves. 5 points discussion. Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm
You
in
reckon
that.
you're in the good-looking gang?
100%. Yeah.
It'll be me then because I'm ginger.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we'll keep Murph in there as well.
Oh, cheers.
Only because he's our saviour.
He is. Oh, Lord and Saviour. So, how did you get into comedy?
Oh, we're getting straight into it. How did you get into comedy?
Yeah.
Man, where was it? I used to go watch comedy all the time.
Yeah.
We had a club. I grew up in Johannesburg. We had a club. If you bought 10 tequilas, you got free tickets to another show. So I would just not buy any drinks and just drink 10 tequilas for like, what was it, £5 or something stupid. And then I get free tickets. So I just went every week and just became like the 10 tequila guy. Because I was like, I'll buy my 10 tequilas. And then that was my alcohol for the night. And I just loved comedy. And then one day I watched it's random, I watched a audience member try to fight the comedian. And then I thought, man, I got to get on stage. This is like I'm missing out here.
Oh,
You know
so
what I mean?
the audience fought the comedian?
So I promise you. So I don't know what happened. There
Was
a
this over
comedian-
here or
Sorry?
in South Africa?
Yeah,
or
in South
over
Africa.
here?
Yeah,
South Africa.
yeah.
Wow.
Someone came. It was a comedian called Dusty, same name, Dusty, and he was on stage, and some guy just decided that's it. So he got on stage to fight him, and the comedian was like, "Okay, let's do this, dude," which was so cool. I was like, "What? No!"
Just accepted the challenge.
Yeah, it was just mad. It was raucous. So I thought, well, yeah, I want to give it a go. And then I mailed the club and they gave me a spot. And I did my first spot at like a proper, I don't know, there was a mistake. They thought I was someone else. So they put me on like a pro night, middle spot to like 250 paid audience members. And so it went
So
as
that was
well
your
as...
first gig?
Yeah, that was my first gig.
Wow.
And my first joke, just no one got it. It was a stupid, dumb joke.
Can you remember it?
No, well, you won't even, it was like in South Africa, the word shark is like you say hi as a shark.
Yeah,
and I
that's
went
German,
hi.
innit?
And I tried to make a joke about the rugby team, the Shark. No, it was a terrible joke. It wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
And everyone just looked at me like, oh, okay, so comedy has left the building. Yeah.
So Jeffreys Bay, that's near you, is it?
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
showing off his... How do you know Jeffreys Bay?
Oh, surfing.
Okay,
Long
wow.
time ago. Right.
That was a
But-
famous spot because doesn't have something called the Dead End? Jeffreys Bay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's got a few breaks there that are really thingy,
Yeah.
dodgy. But the one thing I remember, and it was about you saying fighting a comedian's nothing, there was a guy that fought a shark there and won in one of the big surfing competitions.
You fought a shark
Basically
and
got
won.
attacked by a great white and levered it.
I love it, dude. I love it. You know what I mean? That's why we play the villains in Lethal Weapon. Where else do people go and say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to punch this fucking fish. That's what I'm going to do.
It's also
That's
why
so
people,
random.
It's also why people think they can fight sharks, though, isn't
Yeah,
it? Because they see one person do it.
Did he get bit, though, by the shark? Or did it
No,
just...
he got away with it, basically. He
Wow.
went to bite him and then he just cracked
Went
it
bang,
and then swung back.
bang,
But I tell you what, you could see the fear in his eyes.
That's so random.
It was really cool. Yeah.
That's
So,
fucking
but I remember
amazing.
that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
not fighting.
hi, that's German, isn't it? And that's, it
Is that-
sounds German.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm not going to finish the sentence, but yeah, it does. It does sound German. But yeah, it's South African. One of the languages of South Africa, high. The word for shark is high.
Yeah,
So that was my
'cause
first.
I know that from my missus because we was away somewhere and she's German, my missus.
And then what? She punched like an octopus.
No, well, she does, but no. But I was snorkeling, being cold,
Yeah.
but I have to go at night because I'm ginger, I get burnt otherwise. So I'm swimming round and I've got my goggles on and I'm looking and everything. And she starts shouting, duck, duck, duck. And I'm there and I think, what is it? I don't know the word for shark. So
Yeah,
shit,
duck.
swam
That's not
back
even a
then.
dangerous animal.
But yeah, and that's why I know hi, because she said, no, it's hi. But I didn't know, and I just thought I'm getting out of the water.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
So she was saying duck, duck, and
Yeah.
you were going...
I don't know the word for shark.
So she was saying there's a shark, but
No,
the
she
way
was
she was
saying
saying
there's a duck.
shark is you
No.
must duck.
No, I just got it wrong. There was a
Oh.
duck diving in the water. She thought
Oh,
I should
there was a
look
duck.
But
This
because you
story
didn't
makes
know.
no sense to me. I don't
I
understand.
was there, so it made perfect sense to me.
So she was shouting duck, but you thought that could mean shark because I don't know what German for shark
Yeah,
is.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
At some point, you're going to have to pause and draw graphs for anyone listening.
No,
Like, this
no,
is a
I'll
duck.
overlay it on
This is
the-
a shark.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
this is my
overlay
German
it.
girlfriend. This is a dude punching a shark. That's random, man. Where were you diving when that happened?
I think it was Tenerife.
Tenerife.
Yeah. Or
Oh,
something
I thought you was
like
going to say South Africa then.
that. No, I've never been to South Africa. I'd like to go.
You just told us the story about Jeffrey's Bay, someone punching a shark.
Yeah, that's why I thought you was on about South Africa.
Oh,
then.
I've seen
oh,
it
you
on
haven't
telly.
been?
Fucking
Yeah,
Tenerife.
I know
Yeah,
it.
you
'cause I
told it
watched
like you were there, dude. I was like, you saw the guy. I don't think that really happened. I think it's called bullshit now. There's no way that's a real story. The only reason I believed you was you saw it. So I'm like, okay, you must be
saw it
true.
on the telly.
Oh yeah, from South Africa. Yeah. Do you know the guy who punched a shark? Yeah.
And then it turned green.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Twice. He did.
There's a story of a guy from Zimbabwe who got attacked by a lion. I think it was, I don't know why, he was on his farm or something. I think he killed a lion with his bare hands. That's a story as
Yeah,
well.
we had to think about fighting.
I might have to cut that out.
Really? Huh?
Yeah, one of my mates thinks he could fight a lion.
Tell him
We've been having this
McDonald's the
argument,
guy's name. I
literally.
love the way this is now just humans fighting animals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shark, lion. Yeah.
It's generally been a theme of the whole podcast, to be fair. It's like since episode 1, and I killed a rabbit with a stick. So ever since then.
Well, to put out of his misery.
Yeah, it wasn't just like a hate crime. Or
Yeah.
I wasn't in fucking Pets
It was
at
a
Home.
crime of compassion.
Yeah, it had been mauled by.
Yeah, hey man, that rabbit looks miserable. I should get a stick and maybe help it out.
Yeah, just jumping in all the hutches, just smashing them up.
You check it as a subscriber first.
No, it wasn't. No.
We need like Murph needs to do. You need to do like fact checking.
Yeah,
on this.
I was just thinking that.
Man punches shark, shark disappears.
Yeah.
I think
I have
his
seen-
name's Fenner.
I have seen the video.
What's his name?
Fenner or something
Fender.
like that. Fenner.
Fenner.
I
Fenner.
think so.
Nice.
Jeffrey's Bay, J Bay, man punches shark, J Bay.
Man fists animal. Put that in there.
It's on my Google.
Lone surfer thwarts shark attack.
Yeah.
What's it called? Jeffrey Bay.
Jeffrey's Bay, yeah. And it's,
2 Fs.
Yeah.
We all waiting. What we do is we
Surfer.
carry on and he'll interject when
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
done it.
When
Yeah.
he's ready.
Yeah, I think it's this one. Surfer Mick Fanning attacked by a
Fanning,
shark.
Fenner.
Australian. Oh no, that's
Mick Fannin. That sounds close to Fennin.
Yeah, I think that's,
That's probably it.
Yeah.
yeah.
If only
no,
Murph
it
was
is.
a quicker reader. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a video of it, but it's him 2 years after he fought off the shark. He,
All right.
I must
He
be
came back for
traumatised.
seconds.
Absolutely
Man
swimming.
shark 2.
He is swimming in
Probably
pussy
off
now,
to
isn't he?
Zimbabwe to lever a lion one in.
Yeah, but that's so badass. If I wish I'd punched a shark in my life. Do
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%. If you're going to do anything in your life, you want to
That'd
survive the
make
shit.
like hunting, big game hunting better, wouldn't it, if you had to do it with your bare hands?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it'd be made
Yeah, just
fairer,
like 6
wouldn't
of
it?
you have to go wrestle a lion or
Yeah,
something. you know?
yeah. Or tag team one at a time.
Tag team.
Yeah, you're never coming back to tag that person in again. Never.
But if you're in his mouth and he turns around, you could reach out, and because that'd make good telly, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Just touch him and he can jump on his back.
You can knock out the referee and then like double team it for a bit until the ref comes back.
Steel chair.
The referee's a penguin, you know what I mean? Keep it. We don't want to be specious here.
Be a bit hot for him though, wouldn't it?
Do you see, was there much wildlife in like South Africa, like just roaming around sort of thing, or is it in like specific places like here?
No, it's not roaming around. Like you'll see, because like we see people transporting animals, you know, often. So you'll see like giraffes on the back of a truck.
Yeah.
You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Don't-
But there was actually a famous story. You can Google this. Some dude. How bad's this? They were transporting two giraffe, and then they got the height of the giraffe wrong, and the bridge. I'm not even lying. Yeah. So they decapitated the giraffe. Dude. How terrible is that?
That's, yeah.
That giraffe, that poor giraffe, dude. Because he was just chilling there. They can't bend their necks, and he was just looking at that bridge like that's not a leaf. You know what I mean? Like I know that's not a tree. That's
The look on his face just before.
Yeah.
Yeah, found it. Yeah. Giraffe dies after hitting its head on a low bridge as its owner
I like
drives
the way
it.
they blame the giraffe there. It sounds like the giraffe made a mistake. Hey, this dumb giraffe hit its head. No, man kills giraffe.
Do you know what though? I can
they
relate
not
to
duck?
that. Have you ever
No,
been,
can they not duck? That's every time. You guys got like a duck challenge. Say duck.
Have you ever been on a barge? That's a bit like that.
Yeah, exactly the same.
With the bridges, I can relate to it.
Yeah, they can't duck, so that's why if they drink, they have to do the a curtsy. Their
split
legs
Oh
go
yeah,
wide.
the legs spread out.
Yeah,
Could
that's
have
when
done
you
that
can.
though, couldn't it?
In the back of a truck.
Was it
The back of a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10-foot legs.
Yeah. So no, there's no animals roaming around, man. Every now and then, there's some crazy story of like, there's a lion in the streets of Johannesburg or a hippopotamus, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen with my own eyes.
Wow.
You know, but
I think he has hippopotamuses, doesn't he? What was he called? The drug dealer in Colombia.
what's his name? I was going to
Pablo
say
Escobar.
Pablo
Yeah.
Escobar. Yeah.
He had.
They're terrifying things.
Because you reckon he had a zoo, didn't he? And
Yeah, he
then got
did, man.
killed, they all-
Dad of the year. That he got like a whole safari park for his kids or
So they
something.
reckon what it was for is they used to get the shit from it and then wrap it around the drugs because the drugs dogs were afraid of animals that were bigger than it, so they never bothered with it.
Oh wow.
That's a story.
So he's
yeah.
wrapped it in
Whether it's
hippo
true or
shit?
not. Yeah.
Fair enough.
You're not in the foot with hippo, though, are you? If you're a
I
dog?
would.
Would you?
Yeah.
You've got
Bring it
a lot
on.
in common, haven't you? So.
Not a chance, man. How's this? Hippos, besides mosquitoes, that they kill the most people in Africa every year. Hippopotamus.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're badass. Man.
Run up to like 30 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
Do they?
Insane. Yeah. That's like me.
Yeah.
You don't expect it, but yeah, can get some real speed.
Have you
up.
got some gas there, Tommy?
Yeah, got some real pace.
I like the way you back yourself as
Over
well. Yeah,
like-
I'm like a hippopotamus, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'd be like, you know, when them super tankers ride and they try and stop and steer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's no stopping me.
No,
There's no
they're
stopping me.
dangerous,
Like Juggernaut, off X-Men. Once it just gets going.
It's a boat, a class of boat, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah. So when did you move over here?
When did I move? I like the segues, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
that was
like-
solid, that way.
So anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
2 years ago. 2 years. I've been
Right,
here 2
okay.
years, yeah. 2021. Yeah.
Enjoying it?
Loving it.
Yeah.
Loving it. I mean, you know, the weather's not so bad, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not bad.
Did you live in Thailand for a while?
I did,
read
yeah.
that.
I did. Why? Oh, yeah, because you had my show,
Oh,
yeah.
that's yeah. So I did a little bit of research, but I seen that in your
Yeah, I
in-
went to
in your
Thailand.
show.
I was there for like 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah.
I lived in Thailand, yeah, for my
How was
sisters.
that?
Man, that was crazy. I think I felt like you lose yourself and then you find yourself because Bangkok is just an insane place.
Yeah.
Like you'll say like I'm going out for dinner and one drink and it's Monday night and the next thing it's like 4:30 a.m. and you're like, how did I end up in this?
We have a place like that
because
called
days
Real.
of the week don't.
Yeah.
It's not real. Bangkok. It's not a real place.
Yeah,
though.
Ril's like that. Have you ever been
Sorry?
to Ril
Real.
in Wales? That's
Yeah?
like that.
Real in Wales is like Bangkok.
Ish.
I don't know how your brain works. I know it's a beautiful thing, but I like the word Bangkok, and he was like, that reminds me of a small
I've
town
been
in
to
Wales.
Real. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you
Little
been to
seaside
Ril?
town.
I have. Yeah, I've done shows at the Real
Sun
Theatre.
Centre.
What is it?
The Sun Centre.
Sun Centre. There we go.
That was just swimming baths, wasn't it?
What?
I've never been. But a man did fight a shark though. I've never been
Yeah.
to Ril.
Had you done comedy before you came over? It was you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
established over in like South Africa?
No, I'd done it for a bit in South Africa. I wouldn't say I was established.
Mm.
You know, if you're established as something, but I'd done it. Yeah, in South Africa. I did it a bit in Asia.
Yeah.
So I'd put in some time.
How did it go down in Asia? Like
It was fun, man. We had a club. I actually had my own club
Oh,
in
amazing.
Bangkok. Yeah, so we were just like, there's a very touristy street called Khao San, which is just like everyone goes there, right? So that's where you go. And we had a venue just off that, so we would have random shows for foreigners all the time. So you'd have a room with, like, it was so cool, man. South America, Australia, Europe, all in one room.
yeah, that's
And
it.
so you had to try to do comedy for the world almost. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was it was good, but it's hard. It was like you have to fly all day. And I mean, it wasn't very, you know, people aren't exactly thinking, oh, wow, this must be a good show. You know,
Yeah.
behind some dodgy ping pong table show in a street in Bangkok. You know what I mean? Sometimes people would come and go, actually, this wasn't a waste of my money. Like they were just happy they hadn't been robbed. You know what I mean? That was, yeah, so I did that for a while. That was cool. We'd sometimes do like 5 shows a day.
Cool, man.
So we worked hard,
Hell,
man.
yeah.
But like one of them would be like, I remember once I did a show to a couple from Estonia. That was it. That was the show.
Just two
Just,
people.
yeah, I've done that. I've done a couple from England, a couple from Russia, couple from Estonia. Yeah.
Wow.
So I've done so many 2-man shows.
Did you speak English okay? Because that's the thing I always find, like when I go to Germany, it's hard to get your humour across because the language barrier, so you have to pick on stuff that's more universal sort of thing, and a lot more actions and stuff.
Because a lot of comedy's quite, like, especially if you're doing like the Northwest Circuit, you can be quite niche, can't you, with your comedy and stuff, but doing it to, like you said, international audience, that, isn't it? Like, that's got to be so difficult.
Yeah, it is at first. I remember the first show I did there. It was so bad, and then I got nervous. So I just spoke quickly. Do you do that?
100%.
Yeah. I spoke and lost. I mean, no one was laughing. It was just a terrible performance, man. And the MC, the compere, came back on, and he got such a big laugh. All he said is, "Wow, I don't know what that was, but it was fast," and everyone just laughed. So that was the first time I was like, "Oh well, yeah." So it is difficult, man.
Yeah.
But once you get, I think it's more fun in a way, because most people who go to a comedy show, if they know it's in English, they generally have a fluent understanding of English. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense.
So it's more the idioms that will have a problem, like idiomatic phrases that people don't get. You know, like hair of the dog. Someone's going to be like, "Why is that funny? Dog has hair." You know, like, and you're like, "No." Yeah. So does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, colloquialisms in it a lot.
Yeah. What does hair of the dog mean? Where does that even come from?
So when you have another pint after a pint in the morning.
No, I know that. I don't. Where does the term come from?
It's you should have the hair of the dog that bit you. So it's because booze is the thing that caused you that pain. You should have booze to fix it. Like if you got bitten by a dog, you might take some of its fur to make into a potion. That's the
You see,
idea
you're thinking
behind
you were on
it.
about big rabbits, so you know what his history with rabbits is.
Yeah, rabbit soup, baby. Shark soup. No, you
Rabbit's
can't have
delicious,
shark.
man.
I tell you what, talking of hares and rabbits, right? When I was a kid, we went down to somewhere, Gradbach Mill, it's called, in Derbyshire, right, in the Peak District. We thought we'd saw a massive hare. It wasn't. It was a wallaby.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and apparently there's a place called Lud's Church, which is like a natural fault, and they live down there. They've been released from a wildlife park in the 70s, and they live.
So they just let them go?
Yeah. The guy died or whatever, a bit like Pablo Escobar, but without the drugs.
Yeah.
And and they lived there, and it was weird seeing a wallaby in the middle of.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to keep one.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Yeah.
I'd be tempted to
Would
keep
you?
one. Yeah, it's a little kangaroo, isn't it?
And you probably catch it because you're so fast.
I'm fucking rapid.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
super fast.
Yeah. Do you roll or?
What do you mean? Like joints?
Yeah, like when you go, is it Transformers where you go and then?
No, it looks like my legs are because they're going so quick. It looks, like in cartoons, and it looks like they're in circles.
And he's leaning really forward because it's hard because of the drag. You know.
Yeah. I have to try.
Is he
and
drag? That's even better.
honestly, dead fast.
So you can you imagine that a rhino, a hippo, isn't it?
A hippo in.
Or a rhino. Let him be a rhino, man.
Yeah.
No, rhinos are more horny, aren't they?
Yeah.
I was going to make that joke and I was like, that's too corny.
So, are we done with the fat shaming now? Or?
No.
No, that's called fat impressing. Like, we're really impressed that you...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you'd be so impressed if you see me sprint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would. I think we should do it on the special.
Yeah. On a special. Okay. I'll leave
Like
that
just
on.
you doing a 20-meter sprint.
Yeah, 20 meters.
Yeah.
I'm the fastest man in the world over 20 meters. I'm so quick. So quick. Honestly.
If Greg's is closing.
Yeah. 100% if I'm opposite of Greg's. Yeah.
How did you know you faster? How did you like...
I was really quick in school. Like
Okay.
when I was young, I played rugby.
yeah?
And I used to run
So you were like
sub
the
11
fastest
seconds.
prop
in.
on the field.
I wasn't a prop. I was a centre.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This only happened after I stopped playing rugby.
That's the problem. You don't stop playing rugby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were centre. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a centre. I was quick, yeah. Yeah, ran under 11 seconds when I was playing rugby.
That's fast. man.
100
That's
metres,
quick, that,
yeah.
mate.
Oh, yeah.
That's That's
Told you.
cooking. That's
Yeah.
cooking. Wow.
Yeah,
That's fast.
yeah. Told you.
Yeah.
Don't believe me, do you?
Where did it all go wrong?
Fucking hell, it's like therapy. I stopped playing rugby.
Yeah. Tell us the origin of the fact, man.
I stopped playing rugby and believing in myself. I played rugby all my life, and I always I could eat what I wanted because I played so much. Because I was playing at my amateur team and at a pro team as well.
Fuck me, a pro team. Yeah, but that's speed, man.
So I could eat what I wanted.
Were you trying to make it as a rugby player?
Yeah. I was playing for St Helens Saints.
Oh, right,
They're
cool, man.
Really good rugby league side. So I was there, and then I decided it was probably in my better interest to drink and chase women.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you're
got
fast, so
away,
you
wouldn't
probably
they?
chased
Yeah,
them
yeah, yeah.
quite well.
Yeah. And and then because I'd been able to just eat what I wanted, I just carried on eating what I wanted, but without all the exercise.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah, did loads of drinking, loads of eating.
Well done.
Yeah,
Good lad.
yeah. It's not good now.
No.
No,
You'll be right.
no. We've been through. I'm on a thing now. My doctor said I have to drop it.
What
now.
did he say you were? You're not morbidly obese. You're
Super
better than that.
obese.
Super obese.
Super obese.
What's worse? Because someone said to me, I'm super obese
is
and
what-
morbidly. I think super's cool.
Yeah, that's
I'd
what it
rather
is.
be super obese and morbidly obese.
Yeah.
Super is one above morbid.
Is it?
Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah.
make sense, does it?
Yeah.
That's ace.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I
think you
think.
should get a t-shirt.
Yeah. So what's after super obese? Like dead?
Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, here you go. Super obese, dead. There we go.
It's just all your mates looking at you coughing, going,
He was so fast. Yeah.
"How are we going to pick that up?"
Yeah. That's a 5-man job there.
Yeah. He used to be rapid.
So your doctor said, "No, hey man, you're super," and you were like, "Fuck yeah!" And
Yeah.
then he was like, "No, that's not good."
But I'm like, well, is it not because muscle weighs more than fat? And he was like, no.
Yeah.
No,
He's like, "You need to drop 5 stone." And you're
Yeah.
like, "How about I get circumcised?" That'll
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
All 5.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Again, yeah.
So yeah, that's the story of my obesity.
Okay. So
I love it, mate. I think it suits you. And if nothing else, it
Don't
makes,
fucking enable
I
me.
love that.
no,
That wasn't
no.
a compliment, but it was a compliment. That
Yeah.
was
Of course,
very cool.
yeah.
I think it suits you.
because it
You're
looks
super
like
obesity.
you spent more money on tattoos because they're bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did cost more.
So
Thanks. Prick. So yeah, that's the story of my obesity. Thanks. Yeah.
It's a good story, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
From like pro rugby player to a doctor telling you.
You're gonna die
Yeah.
if you don't lose weight. Yeah.
He said that you're going to die if you don't lose weight.
Well, yeah. No, he didn't. No, what his exact words? I'll not do the accent.
Yeah, what he said, put down the Greg sausage roll. Listen to me,
He
Tommy.
said, you're too fat and you don't move enough, was his exact words.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And did you tell him how fast you do move?
I was like, you should see me when I actually go. I was like, I've been in and out this room 3 times. You've just not
he
seen it.
said you're too fat.
Yeah.
He said that. That came out of his mouth.
They're the exact words. Too fat and you don't move enough.
I don't know how you could say that. So okay, I'm going to try to say it to you. You're too fat. This guy's badass and you
Yeah.
don't move enough.
Yeah.
well, he probably knew you couldn't catch him, but
Yeah.
you didn't know the secret.
I
did
could
you?
catch him.
Yeah,
though.
that's
That's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah.
Oh shit! So what did you say after that?
I was like, well, I know. Like, I'm not going to ask for a second opinion or anything. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, okay. And he was like, do you want to come and do this? This
Aerobics class with me.
Oh, mate, it was so the first thing it was like what the fucking hell is it called? Where they try and get people together to fix them being fat. It's like a group session.
And then it's
right.
Like Fats Anonymous.
Yeah.
Like Alcoholics Anonymous.
Like Overeaters Anonymous or whatever.
and interventions.
Yeah. So I
What, so
went,
they got you with other super...
but it wasn't
obese?
fat people. I turned up and it was all like women in the 70s and 80s. And they was all like, oh yeah, I'm diabetic. I'm like, well, I'm not diabetic.
Yeah. But I won't live to... Because I won't live to...
Yeah,
I'm
because I won't
70.
get to that stage. Yeah.
Oh, so they're all diabetic, and then you're...
So I was like,
are
fuck
you
this, I can't-
pre-diabetic? What's the
No,
point?
no,
What's
no,
the thing? They
genuinely.
just put you with a bunch of...
Yeah, my cholesterol was fine. My blood pressure was slightly high, but everything else was like normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying
just-
that though, if you'd have been a giraffe,
I couldn't have bent down, could I?
no, so you're on a winner.
But yeah, that was it. I had to turn up to this little group session with all these old women,
Yeah.
and I don't know why, because none of them were fat. I expected to turn up and everyone to be like fat.
So you're just with a bunch of like attractive 70-year-old women who had diabetes.
I wouldn't say attractive.
No, you did though.
I wouldn't
Your
say
photo.
attractive.
Did you think about it though?
No, one of them.
Hey, I'm hungry, man.
Yeah.
You're a snack.
Yeah, come here.
So you went there. What did they do there? This is mad.
We kind of sat.
How many of you? So you're the
I'm
only
just-
guy there.
So I'm just sat there, and there's all these old women, and like one old guy, and I'm like, I don't know if I. So I said to the person, I don't know if I'm in the right place. I was like, because I'm supposed to be here for like a weight loss thing, and they was like, oh yeah, all these people are here for that too. I was like, she's like 6.5 fucking stone, that old woman there. Like, there's nothing on her. He's like, oh yeah, but they've all got diabetes. I was like, yeah, but I've not got diabetes. She went, oh, have you not? Like, look dead surprised. like super surprised. Like,
oh my God, you don't have diabetes?
she was
wow,
like,
that's fucking
like,
wow,
fuck off, really?
You don't have
seriously? Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah,
so
no,
I just
and you went quickly. Yeah. So you didn't stick around for the chat.
No.
So you're like in denial then. That's what they're going to tell you. Oh, you didn't rock up.
So for
your
years,
doctor called you. Like,
yeah,
Tommy, come on, stop.
I had that body dysmorphia for years, but like the opposite way around. You know, when the skinny people think they're fat.
Yes.
But I was the other way around. I was like, fuck, I look amazing.
Yeah. So it's like now he's trying to get you. That's going to be like Good Will Hunting. The guy's going to be like, Tommy, you got to stop being in denial, dude.
Yeah, I just need.
Yeah.
I need to be able to.
You're good at sums, though.
No, I'm shit at maths.
Oh, it's not like Good Will Hunting.
What did you ask? Are you good at?
Sums.
Oh, sums. What's that got to do with?
Because Good Will Hunting, that's what he did, didn't he? Did sums.
Oh, yes.
Did
Good
he?
Will Hunting, he did, yeah.
I don't think I've seen
He
that.
used to go and do solve the problems, didn't he, when he was clean?
Oh yeah, on the blackboard.
Yeah, he was like a genius janitor.
Yeah, so
his thing. Yeah. He ate apples in the movie, so maybe if you eat apples, that's...
Yeah, do you know what? I like fruit.
Yeah, just not as a meal.
Well, hippos do, don't they?
Yeah.
Freeze them in a big ice ball, that's what they do, so it takes longer.
Yeah, I could just eat it like a big ice pop, couldn't I?
That's amazing. Good story, that.
Yeah, there you go. So I'm on a bit of a regime.
So you doing setting up for a tour, or have you got a tour coming up? Or
No,
you doing...
a tour coming. I want to do one.
I
did the show recently. I think that's where Tommy. Well, not that's.
Yeah,
where
that's what he said. Yeah.
So, trying to just refine that. I'd say like it's 80-85%.
Oh,
that thing, and then
so
once that's ready.
It was really good.
Oh, thanks, man.
Like genuinely, like the way you like your storytelling and stuff was really, really good.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And because I'd seen you at Hot Water before, and then I'd seen that you was doing more comedy. I thought, fuck, I'll go down for a quid.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was well worth a quid.
Yeah. Thanks, man. So it's well worth a quid. Thank you. Again, I don't know if that's a compliment. It's worth a quid. I mean, no, thanks, man.
No, it was really good.
It's different, isn't it? Because Hot Water is such a great comedy club, but there you're doing like 20 minutes of, you've got to do jokes. Do you know what I mean? But the trick is then, okay, you're doing an hour, you still got to tell funny stuff in a story format, you know? So thanks, man.
Well, just watching you go from like story to, and you was like, oh fuck, and then this thing happened, and then, oh fuck, well that, and it was really good to like to sort of watch, especially as a new comic, to watch you jump from story to story, and I can remember it all for a start.
That's always the thing when I started comedy. I remember someone telling, I remember going, how do you remember this stuff? Does that make sense? Like, how do you remember 50 minutes?
Yeah.
But if it's, and I remember this one comic, he was such an idiot, man. He said to me, oh no, just word association. So I say bucket and then I think spade and then spade. I'm like, dude, what are you fucking, you can't do that on stage.
Rain Man, isn't it?
Yeah, he's talking shit, man. But it's if it's actually authentically real, it's not anything to remember. It's you've got a story. You don't have to remember what happened to you with the doctor, right? Yeah.
I can't fucking forget.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that show is easy to remember because it's chronologically ordered as well, right? It starts from when I was a kid all the way till now, and there's no skipping. So it's there. There's only a referral back at the end. That's it. Otherwise, it's very easy to remember the sequence because it is my story. It's not, you know.
I agree totally because I had that when we did the thing. I tried a different style.
When you did that?
The comedy course. I was a comedian 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I did ish okay. And then I got kids and family and stuff. And she bullied me into stopping. So I stopped and I sort of come back as a bit of a...
Good stuff, man.
Bucket list sort of thing. And and that's what I found. I thought, right, I'm going to try and do one-liners. And I did, but after sort of 10 or 11 jokes, I've just got no clue where I am. So we've written a lot of them now in a story, and that's basically things that happen to me, but different. So I agree with that. That's good advice. I reckon that really good because that's what I struggle. It's getting old as well. It's difficult to remember. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be dead sharp with stuff. Now I'm not
now it's just like a bit grey. You know, like, did he punch a penguin or a shark? Which one was it? It's a fucking shark, I'm sure. Yeah.
Punch them both.
I got you, man. It's. I think what happens, your jokes eventually, hopefully, they fit into some story of you. Even if it's one-liners, they should. There's a flow to it, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I think that's the easiest way to write, isn't it? When you write about what's real for yourself.
Yes.
Fuck, that sounded pretentious as fuck then, didn't it? I didn't mean to, but yeah.
No.
When you write about your own life and your own experiences, that's so
Yeah.
much easier.
Absolutely. Someone once said I was writing very much like, he said hack was the way he referred to my comedy, which was fair. And then he said to me something quite interesting, which was, stop taking the funny, something you see that's funny, and then trying to shoehorn it and pretend it's real. It's like, just find what's real and use your comedic ability to filter through the funny. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So instead of taking funny and pretending it's real, take something real and find the funny. And that's what you're saying there. That's,
100%.
That's hard to do, man. That's like, because
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not easy with erectile dysfunction, but that's what I do.
Yeah. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
That's your.
The ladies are lining up. Because I'm dead fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
So that's good. You could have called your penis insulin at that talk.
Yeah. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that would have done well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Given a few injections.
Well, if that's what it is, that's
I
what
don't
it
think
is.
A few.
I don't think it'd have been anything slim though. In slim, no, I don't know.
In slim.
I love the way we went from real deep to like penis jokes. You know? Like, hey, can I give you an injection with my penis? Yeah. You diabetic 70-year-old sexy goddess of a woman.
There you go. Nothing
we
hack
go.
about that, is there?
No,
Imagine the
absolutely
speedy
not.
run up as well.
Yeah. Boom. Oh yeah, I couldn't do it on a run up.
You would have to.
No.
Too fast.
There'd be fucking hips breaking everywhere.
Probably your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd have to go. You couldn't go on
It's a
top.
risk I'm
either,
willing to
could you?
take.
You couldn't go on top. You cushion.
I could go on top.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Delicate.
I'm athletic.
Yeah.
Have you not been listening to anything he said?
This is the thing.
I'm just in denial.
How old are you now, though?
37.
So you can go back and play some rugby. You got something in you.
Mate,
For
I
another
can't.
3 years.
I can't. I've tried.
Sure, there's a masters section.
Yeah. You know, like
35?
they have what's that? That football they have for the old
Veterans.
retired ones.
Oh,
Yeah, you know,
walking
they
football.
kind of do like.
Oh yeah, walking.
Yeah.
Someone told me last night. They said, "Hey, you know what you really like?" And I was like, "Oh, what? They like walking football."
I could do the wheelchair rugby.
Do you know
I'm not that old yet. Like I'll do it when it's my time.
My mate lives in Thailand. He's saying about Thailand. He's in one of the big walking football teams.
In
he
Thailand?
He got in. Is it Phuket?
Phuket.
Yeah, there somewhere I think. And he got an injury and did all
From
his
walking.
ligaments in from playing walking football. He said it stayed rough.
How does that even happen, man?
Fucking from walking.
It's like you injured yourself in slow motion. You know? How does that even?
Amazing.
That was slow motion for our audio listeners.
Oh yeah, the people who are not watching you do slow motion.
You don't have to press back 15 seconds. Yeah, just one time. It's a one-take show.
Yeah. That's what we do.
So,
Yeah,
I wanted
next-
to ask your opinion on something.
Okay.
So I
let's go.
think I've wrote a very niche joke.
a niche joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a bit South African.
Oh.
So I thought I'll wait till you're on.
Strategic move.
So
yeah.
it's only short.
Sorry.
It's only a little short one. Right?
Okay.
So, you know when you meet a girl and you just instantly click,
Yeah.
but then you realise she doesn't speak Xhosa.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. That's I got.
Is
I
it
got the
racist?
joke. Is it racist? We've actually got someone here.
It's funny.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Told you it wasn't racist.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And you said it nicely.
Did
So
that
I'm trying
work?
to click.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Say the joke.
It's a beautiful,
It's a
beautiful
good
language.
joke.
Yeah.
We had a girl and we didn't click. You said we did click.
No, yeah. So you meet a girl and you instantly click, and then you realise she doesn't speak Xhosa.
Oh right. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. It's funny, man. It's funny.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I'm having that.
Yeah. Do it. Have you done it on stage?
No.
Oh, well,
no.
good luck.
No.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Yeah. I think it's niche in it though.
It's very
I'm
niche,
not
yeah.
sure people
Yeah.
would get it at all. At all.
But no.
Might be fine at a South
Yeah,
African
yeah.
open mic night. Something like that. It might
Might
be
go all
all
right
right.
like Port Elizabeth.
Is that a South
South
African language? So no-
What?
Is it Xhosa?
Yeah.
Is that a
Look,
South
I'm
African
not going to
language?
be able to say it properly. Is it? Xhosa. Is that good?
Oh, that was
Boom,
that was
baby.
better than me.
Look at me!
That was better than me.
Yeah, that is a South African. Actually, Nelson Mandela is of that tribe. So
Right,
it's his
amazing.
language. So it's a beautiful language, and it's South African. It's one of 9 official languages. So
Yeah.
we're quite a
9.
diverse language country. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember seeing Trevor Noah speak it, and I just thought that is the best thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. So
someone speaking
his
that
mom is
fluently.
also
Yeah.
Xhosa. Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's an amazing
So
language.
he's I think Trevor Noah speaks 3 languages, doesn't he? German, English, and he's Xhosa.
Yeah.
He speaks all 3.
Yeah.
So
That's unbelievable, that, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. Anyone who's bilingual, I'm like, yeah, but your parents brought you up. Like, it's not you that did well, it's your parents.
Yeah.
Fucking stop taking credit for something you didn't
You've
do.
just been
You know
listening
what I
to
mean?
it.
Hey?
One of them.
You've just constantly been hearing it. I mean,
Yeah, exactly,
it's
man. I got
gonna
a
seep
cousin
in.
who's like that, and she was like, "Oh, she speaks English and a language called Afrikaans," and she told me my Afrikaans is like poor. I'm like, "Yeah, but your mom was Afrikaans. Like, that's a cheat code. Fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, leave me alone, dude.
Yeah.
That's not even like what do you? Yeah, people get arrogant when they speak
My youngest
bilingual.
is saying he's fluent in German. And he winds me up because he's getting older now and he takes a piss out of me and I don't know what he's
In
saying.
German?
Yeah.
So you're just getting bullied by a German kid who speaks German at you.
That's,
No, I just started the podcast. You're like, I need to get away from this terror.
That's right.
that's the harshest language to be fucking shouted at in as well, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You think?
It's so harsh when people shout in German.
Yeah.
Do you not think?
I'm used to it, I suppose.
Yeah. It just falls on deaf ears now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like,
Why does your missus is German? You
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
And you're German, not?
Hmm?
Do you don't speak German?
a little bit, but no, I don't need
Solid
to.
English man
I've-
there. Yeah, I know how to say hello and goodbye. Wunderbar, and then I'm done. That's all the German I need to know.
The first thing she taught me was Kopfschmerzen,
Kopfschmerzen.
which is headache.
Okay.
That was
You give me Kopfschmerzen.
oh, get off me.
Get off me.
Kopfschmerzen. Yeah.
So your youngest is fluent in German.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
And then bullies you in German.
Yeah.
Like how? Just makes fun of you.
Yeah, yeah,
And then your wife laughs and
Yeah.
they all just bully you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And then
So it's quite a pathetic life at home.
I go to the pub and drink, and
Sorry?
I go to the pub and drink, and everything's all right.
Just try to forget about it.
Yeah, it's just picking on me, really.
It's a good way to deal with it, isn't it?
Yeah.
To just go drinking and yeah.
Don't even-
Welcome to your future. I'm the ghost of your future.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You're younger than me.
I know.
Um,
Not in body.
no.
No.
How long do hippopotamuses live for?
Well, I'm 37.
Go on.
I don't
Google
know.
it.
I think they can hold their breath for 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, people think they can like live underwater, but they can't.
Yeah,
I only have to.
I can do that.
40 to 50 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there you are. You're all right for a bit.
Fucking got a better
That's
life
so long.
expectancy
They're
than me.
And they are fucking super obese. You need to get on the hippo.
They're above
knowledge, yeah.
super obese.
How long can you hold your water, breath in the bath?
16 minutes.
He's just showing off now.
Yeah.
How long can they hold their breath for? See if I'm right.
50 minutes is cool, isn't it?
16. I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my record. I could probably do longer if I could fit in the bath.
If I could fit in the bath. That was a joke.
5
More
minutes.
laughter. You should have pressed the button.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh, I'm right.
Newborn hippos are able to hold the breath for about 40 seconds at a time.
Ah.
That's so cute.
Bet that's when they're having a wank.
I don't even understand.
How
why
does
it's
a
relevant,
hippo
but it is
wank?
funny.
Huh?
How would a hippo wank?
I don't know. That's your department.
Yeah, I don't know if that's...
Thinking
Do you want me
of
to
you.
Google that one as well?
It's saved as a bookmark, yeah.
Absolutely.
There's a video.
So, are you doing anything with the fringe?
No,
No?
not this year. I'll go next year. I'm expecting a child in like 60 days.
Oh, cool.
So I'm just,
Amazon are quick, aren't they?
yeah, basically.
Oh,
So we
that's
just,
good.
how many kids did you have?
Two.
Yeah. So don't you notice with the second, you're not really that excited. You're just getting ready. Do you know what I mean? Like we know what's coming.
Yeah. You know what's
So
coming, don't you?
I'm napping more than I normally do. I promise you. I think I'm like my body's
Well,
just
you
like,
know
dude,
it's
save up.
building up in
Yeah.
it. That's what it is,
Yeah.
definitely.
That's what's happening. I'm in hibernation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be in bed if it wasn't for this
Yeah,
podcast.
Was that like the first one? Was that like fucking mental?
Mad, insane,
Yeah.
dude.
Like, I don't know how you can prepare yourself for
You
that.
can't.
You
You can't.
can't.
Just go do it. Just do it.
I have no kids.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I have no intentions
Because suddenly
of
you
having
like, imagine you're just you. You can do anything, and then
Yeah.
suddenly like you've got this thing that, but you love it so much, but it like now you can't do anything
any.
anymore.
Yeah,
You know, it's a weird dynamic.
100%. If
Yeah.
it gets my speed as well,
Then it's,
I'd be fucked. I'd be
Blessed,
running
yeah.
around everywhere trying to catch it.
that would be nice. So just
Yeah.
not your your diabetic level, but your speed.
Yeah, it doesn't want my slow metabolism.
No.
But just my speed.
Fast legs.
Yeah, my speed and
boom.
Maybe my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got nice eyes.
Thank you.
I like the way you've strategically understood your strengths and you back them.
100%.
Nice. Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
You know what? I might be
I'm like a white male.
I've got lovely eyes and I can move fast.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's it. I'm really good at cartwheels. That's niche, innit?
Cartwheels.
Yeah.
Is that like you're still good at cartwheels, or you?
It's because you don't have engines in.
No, I'm dead good at doing cartwheels.
Really?
Yeah.
So you should have done that when you went into the fat loss camp. Just do it cartwheel. Just no one would have been like. Then you could have been like, I don't have diabetes.
Just cartwheeled in and gone.
I saw the cartwheels.
And then walked out.
You want to go to Dusseldorf then in Germany because that's the city of cartwheels.
Is it?
Yeah.
They have like a competition.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And if you see anyone doing a cartwheel, you have to give them money.
Fucking amazing. Yeah. I'll do one. After the record.
I'd pay for you to do a cartwheel.
How much?
60p.
Oh, fuck off. 60 fucking p.
Can you do one here? Is there enough space?
No, there's not enough. I'm super.
That's what someone who can't do cartwheels would say.
Yeah.
I mean, saying.
if you.
That's a negative.
I think there's
I promise you before you go.
How much more do you need than a doorway?
I promise you
Come
before
from the
you
doorway
go.
and do a cartwheel.
In the car park, I'll do a cartwheel for you.
Well, who's going to be here for the car park? Let's do it now. Yeah, there we go.
I can't do it. There's not enough room. Honestly, it's explosive.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
When last did you do a cartwheel?
Have you seen Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah.
It's a bit like that. It's a bit like that.
Except less kid-friendly. Yeah.
100%.
How many cartwheels can you do at a time?
As many as you want.
No, man. Fuck off, dude.
As many as you want, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just dead good.
Do you do that thing at the end where you go?
I can do.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Can do.
You should do that on TV. There's that guy who
people
became
wouldn't
super
expect
famous
it,
with
would
the
they?
bum and he runs. Who's that guy?
Oh, yeah, with the big fucking massive
Yeah,
ass.
that's that guy. He's got a big
Yeah.
ass and he just runs. That should be you, but you do cartwheels.
I just,
Yeah.
just fat and do cartwheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you could make a living with that. You know, if you like you were
Just
doing
on TikTok.
a feature film and you wanted someone to get out of the way and you could
TikTok name Super Bicycle.
Super bicycle.
There we go.
Okay.
Like instead of super obese, super bicycle.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think you should.
Or you could call it super obesicle.
Super obesicle.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I'm telling you.
Ah, see, this is why we wanted you on.
Yeah. Strategic brand
Yeah, it's beautiful.
development.
Or you could do super and then you sound like a bit, you know,
How do you spell that?
mysterious. I'm dyslexic, so any way you want.
Any way you want.
Super.
Super.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Super obesicle. Yeah,
That'd
and I'll just go.
Mate, that'd be a wrestling name.
I'll just turn up.
Now you're a wrestler as well. Cartwheel wrestler. There's so
That'd
many
be the
things you
one
could-
that-
Fuck, man, you could work at Greg's. You know what I mean? If I knew the guy was going to do a wheel,
But I'm meant
cartwheel
for more
every
than
time.
Greg's Anna. Clearly,
Yeah,
that's
true.
what we found
Have
out
you
tonight.
seen do you know what's he called, Eddie Hall, the Beast?
Yeah.
He did wrestling in Stoke, didn't he? Did you see that?
No.
Oh, it was dead funny. He's
People always
epic.
used to say that to me. That I look like Eddie Hall.
You do? You do?
Really?
Yeah. All
Yeah,
the time.
you're more muscular than him.
I think so.
But have you seen
It's
his
hidden.
content lately? He's just become a YouTuber now, isn't
Yeah.
he? An Instagrammer. He just
Yeah.
does content.
Yeah.
Doesn't lift anymore. Man.
No, he's doing a lot of stuff with Tommy Fury, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
Well, he's just done wrestling. He got on the wrestling course.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's just
Yeah,
I
he's
watched
cool,
the thing
man.
with his,
He's
and his
cool.
little lad was dead chuffed because he said his dad was working, and his mum took him there to watch the wrestling, and his
Yeah.
dad come out and levered him.
That's cool, man.
It was dead good.
That's a cool dad to have, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like the strongest man in the world.
Unless he's roiding.
Like, because you used to have other arguments in school, didn't you? Like, my dad could fucking pace your dad, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
No, dude. My dad's a wrestler.
My dad's
Yeah.
literally Eddie Hall. He'll eat you.
I think you should be a wrestler.
I should be a wrestler.
Yeah.
Why?
I just think you've got the speed.
I've got the agility.
Yeah.
You got the eyes.
I've just.
the eyes,
I know
yeah.
it's just not.
You got the name now, and you got the cartwheels.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
I haven't got the passion for
That's
it.
how you could get in the ring.
And I
you
feel,
know,
I feel like that's the main thing you're going to need with being
Wrestling.
a wrestler. You need to be passionate
Yes.
about it.
And you can't really do your click joke if you're
No.
doing wrestling. So
No.
then it's a waste of your creativity.
Yeah, it is. Which is abundant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Overflowing with creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that's literally the only new joke I've wrote.
So you're both doing comedy now. Are you doing comedy joke?
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
try.
Have you got a joke that you've written that you...
Yeah, but Yeah, I've got a few, but they're not that funny, so I'm not going to say
Yeah, just mock Tommy's bloody joke, and you don't have
What do you mean
yourself.
mock it? It was fucking annoying.
I liked it. He just said he gave you shit for it. So.
It was a good joke.
Yeah, well, you have to, so it's like real life.
What?
Get heckled and that.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah, so-
people aren't going to laugh at him in a club.
Have you had much of that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like people heckling you, giving you shit when
I
you
love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. I
I've never
do.
had anything like that yet.
Yeah. When the MC's normally, if you come on, the MC's like, don't talk to the comedians. I'm like, talk to me, man. I want to talk. I want to chat. I love that. If I could do just heckling, it would be so
Yeah.
cool. I love that.
We were talking about, we always say this, but we were talking about that, and I think comedy's moving that way a little bit more, that like with Paul Smith sort of thing, that people want that, they want it to be about them more, they want that interaction, and I think that, but it does take a lot doing. You've got to be quick with it.
Yes. Yeah, I think what's happening with comedy is, like if I said to you, comedy is still in such an infancy stage as an entertainment performance. Does it make sense? Like you think of music. If I said to you, hey, do you want to go watch some live music tomorrow night? Probably the first question you're going to ask is what type of music?
Yeah.
Like you'd never just go yes on that, right?
Yeah.
But so we realize there's genres and there's tastes and there's a subjectivity to music that you match with. But comedy, it's like, you want to go to a comedy show? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't have categories. We don't have genres.
No.
Like,
You have dark comedy, don't you? I think
we've got like the most like rudimental categories. Do you know what I mean?
But
we don't really understand comedy.
But even then, it's usually, especially like on weekends, it's a mixed bill.
Absolutely.
Like, so you're never gonna go to like Hot Water and see just dark comedy or just crowd work or just one-liners. It's always going to be a mixed bill. So I think I've seen lately a couple of like dark comedy nights popping up here and there, so people go and know that it's specifically for.
What do you mean by dark though? Again, it's like you got dark and then what's it? A light? It's not you just got dark.
Well,
you got one-liner comedy.
I think
you've got storytelling comedy.
Yeah,
and observational, biographical. Like we still don't know what the genres are.
Yeah,
we don't do awards with genres.
No.
There's no like best musician award in England, right? There's best pop.
Yeah.
We got nothing.
No, you're
like
absolutely
that.
right.
I don't think, like, say it's 20 odd years ago and I started doing comedy, and from then, there's a little bit's changed, but the actual format of what I mean, at the Frog and Bucket, it's still the same song you play when you come home.
Take down, baby. The frog and hippo. Yeah.
But it's a great song. But what I'm saying is, I get that, but I think you've got to be careful, haven't you? That if you try and if you're too musical or you have that, it takes away from the comedy. So you can't really build it up too much because basically you're a bloke on a stage with a microphone, aren't you? So if you have, big fanfare and music and everything going on, and you walk out, hello, it's, you know what I mean? So I think it's got to stay like that to a point, but. I don't know. It's interesting to know what you're saying about the different genres and stuff. Cause I never really thought of it like that, but I suppose there is. But
it'd be good if you could, like, have different genres in different clubs and.
Or not. I don't know I think mixed bills work because, like you said, if you have a one-liner comic, right, that's different to having the whole show for 2.5 hours is one-liner comics. You probably get like there's no cadence variance or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm up for that, but I just. If you say, I think it will help us as comics go like, what type of comedian are you? What is your type of, or, these jokes, what are you actually doing?
What would you say your type of comedy is?
It just depends, man. Like when we were doing that show, I think there's two things I really want to work on. One is being a storytelling comedian, but from a biographical point of view, storytelling doesn't make sense. So like biographical storytelling. And I love crowd work. I love that improvisational comedy.
Well, when I seen you at Hot Water, you was doing a 20 spot, but the first like 7 minutes or so, you just did crowd work. It was really good.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. I've done auditions actually. So where was I? I was doing an audition in London. And I did some crowd work, and they said, "No, you got to come back. We don't know if you're hiding the fact you don't have material." And I was like, "Oh damn, okay." I didn't see that was quite funny, so I had to come back. And then not do any crowd work. Like if anyone interacted with me, I wasn't allowed to. Do you know what I mean? And that was weird, dude. Because I was like I didn't want to you know what I mean? Play with the crowd.
But if it's making people are enjoying it, don't matter, does it? Surely, but I suppose
I got you. But that's the thing. I think that's where you can see a difference. So Paul Smith's obviously a famous comedian, but he's a crowd work comedian. So what you're seeing is more people enjoy the crowd work. I think that's definitely what's happening.
Or it translates better to social media. I think that's the thing.
It's just easier to put out content.
Yeah.
Like if I said to you, go put out content, writing jokes that are crafted, you can only do, like where everyone lost their mind because Louis C.K. did a special every year. That's an hour of content.
Yeah.
You can do an hour of crowd work content a month easy if you're doing it all the time.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing. Paul Smith got more famous for crowd work that was posted on like YouTube and stuff like that. But if you actually watch his storytelling, he's one of the best.
Good.
Unbelievable. Like his story, like as a stand-up, he's
absolutely
amazing.
I was in a green room recently, and someone was saying he's doing theatre shows, and then someone else said, "Yeah, but I don't think I want to like go to a theatre and watch crowd work." And it was like, "No, dude, he tells stories as well. He just doesn't post it online."
Yeah,
but absolutely. So storytelling and crowd work he's really good at.
Yeah, I need to work on the crowd work stuff.
Yeah,
I find that difficult. I don't know why. But
do you enjoy it though? Because I hear a lot of comics go, "I need to be a crowd worker. I need to do this." Like, you also don't need to be. There's great comics who just don't do crowd work. Yeah, and they're just brilliant joke writers.
Yeah, I enjoy writing, and I enjoy writing a set and performing that set. But I do want to mix crowd work into it.
Okay.
So it's more interactive, it's more natural rather than just sounding. Because I feel like a lot of the time when I'm performing, it sounds scripted. Yeah. I don't know, but that's obviously I'm new to comedy as well. That's obviously going to come with time, but that's how it feels even to me when I'm doing it. I don't
probably
know if that
because it is scripted, right?
Yeah.
Like that's fine because you're still learning all the skills. What you said, 3 months?
Yeah. Ish.
Yeah, dude.
It's a bit longer now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If that's the biggest critique, that's amazing. Because normally after 3 months, like the biggest thing is trying to be funny. You know. Yeah. So if you can say you sound scripted, that's good. Make it more natural.
Yeah, that's what I need to work on. Is make it more natural sounding. Yes. Which was what yours was really good. The way you told your stories.
Thanks, man.
Because it was
keep complimenting.
But because it was about your life and stuff like that. It is natural, isn't it?
Yeah.
You are just telling a story.
It is,
from
but
your life.
There's a lot of writing in there, man. So the one story, when I try to learn because I think one of the things to become a storytelling comedian, if you can tell a story on stage, is it's not about telling a story. It's about telling a load of jokes that happen to fit into the same narrative. I think that's the best way. Do you know? Like there's a story I tell about babysitting. Remember with Sean, he's 4 years old.
Amazing. Yeah.
I can't tell you that joke. I wrestled with that thing for years, like maybe 3 years. I tell it, and this worked and that worked until now. But there was so much I learned in the storytelling. Do you know what I mean? That comes in. Yeah. You've got to be able to say, it's got to be funny. It's still a comedian telling the story. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it is natural, but it should be crafted. Yeah. Is important as well. Because you can't just go up and go, here's a story, and then the story happens to be amazing. Like you've got to find the jokes in there, you know?
Yeah. Because that's my favourite part of stand-up is writing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better than performing it.
Really?
I like the process. Yeah, I love the process.
Wow, man. There's lots of work in writing as well. You can write for comedian shows.
Yeah. I love that process of just...
And the writers who do generally better than the other writers are the ones who have been on stage.
Yeah.
Because you learn what's funny by writing, performing, and going, oh shit, that didn't work, that didn't work, and just trying to find why, you know?
Yeah. I love that. I love that process of writing things down and trying to find the funny in something really.
Yes.
I think I never used to do it, and this time round I actually spent time writing or try to write things, and there's structure to it, and I never even considered that, and that's why I quite find now. You find the words that are funny and you put them, and then you work it around to that sort of thing. So I quite enjoy doing that.
Okay.
And I've never really ever sat down in my life and written anything, to be honest. I used to just remember it as I went along and make stuff up, basically. You had jokes, you knew the words, and then you punctuate it with whatever you thought was funny that day. But I think now it's different. It's a lot more competitive than it was when I was doing it. That's one thing. I mean, how long have you been?
How long have I been doing it? It's weird because when I started, then I just went to Asia for a while.
Yeah.
And just did nothing.
Yeah.
So I'd say I've been doing comedy like 6 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's proper, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like long, but it's not short either.
No, it's proper, isn't it?
I think it takes a long time, this whatever we're doing. It takes ages.
Yeah.
What's your favourite gig that you've done, or your favourite venue, or?
Favourite venue or gig? I did Hot Water last night, so I mean that's pretty sick, dude.
So it's an amazing place to do stand-up.
So that's got to be up there in the world. Yeah. That, I guess, what do they call it? Recency bias. But I'd say that's a cool ass gig, man. But I've done some cool random shows, you know, like I got, during lockdown, I did a show in the Seychelles, which was quite fun. Yeah. So that was probably my, like, if I could go do any show again, I'd go do that.
Yeah. Because
they were like, no, we got to stay there. What happened? I had to quarantine before the show. So they put me up in an Airbnb for like 5 days. And then it's just some random, it was like right on the beach, right? And then just some random person in a BMW X5 with tinted windows would come and drop breakfast, lunch, and supper off for me. And that was me for 5 days in the Seychelles. It was like a beach lockdown. Nothing was like allowed. It was such a random experience.
If you're looking for anybody else to do that gig, I am available.
I'd make sure you get your breakfast delivered first.
100%. Yeah, that sounds phenomenal.
Yeah, that was a fun gig, man. So that was my favorite gig. Yeah,
that's cool.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah,
better meet that. Yeah. Definitely. Should we do the bucket?
Yeah,
because we've not got long.
No. Oh no. What time are you? How are you for time?
Easy, man. Yeah, we still got time.
Let us know when you.
Yeah. No worries, man. I'm chilled. We still got whatever, however long you want.
Well, we just enjoying myself.
So we do the Murtaugh bucket, which is basically things.
The what bucket?
Murtaugh.
Murtaugh. What's that?
He's the guy from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, the guy from Lethal Weapon who always says, I'm too old for this shit.
He always says, I'm too old for this shit. Because that's basically,
Gotcha.
you come from when we were doing the course and that, you get on the stage
Tommy
and you get off and
like,
we're too old for this.
And then we have people write into us with things that they think they're too old to do, and we discuss whether we think that they're too old.
Oh, nice. That's a cool one, yeah.
Too old to do it or not. Right.
Take my high school crush, yeah?
Oh, go on. What was that one?
I was just random thought, man.
Yeah,
Carry on.
What was your random thought?
No, just things you're too old to do.
Yeah.
Date your high school crush. Too old.
Date your high school crush?
Yeah.
Would you? Would you still?
Or you'd crush your high school date?
I wouldn't now, because obviously I'm in a relationship. But if I wasn't, I would.
Yeah.
Of course. But just for the hell of it. Do you know what I mean? I don't think most people would be like, all things equal, just
to satisfy the teenager within.
You know what I mean?
Just be like, we did it. Self 5.
Yeah, boom. Miss Fullbot, you're still teaching. Wow, that's amazing.
Spectacular. Right, so we had an email in this week that says, we've had a few comments saying, Tommy, you're too old to be wearing fucking baseball caps.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, just like leave the super obese guy alone already.
Yeah, that's it, man. Fucking bald as well. So, so that's why I have
Show
to.
us, Tommy. Come on,
absolutely.
Take it off. You are too old to wear a baseball cap.
No.
Come on.
I will definitely do cartwheels, but the hat stays on.
The original.
Do you know what I think about baseball caps? And I think that when you're young, you can have it up until. What do you reckon? I don't know.
I think you can wear them whenever you want.
I was about to say, I'm keen.
Because
till you're 95.
Or maybe it should be till you're cool, because then you get older. And when you do gardening, then you wear a baseball cap, don't you?
What to like? You have to wear them all the time because of your complexion.
Yeah,
so you don't turn to dust.
But they look massive, don't they, on old people baseball cap?
A baseball cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think? That's what they always seem to wear.
Yeah.
And trainers that are too big as well.
Trainers are too big for
it. It just starts shrinking, man. Your shirt, your clothes, your hats. What's happening to you, Nana?
I don't think you can be too old to wear a baseball cap.
It just depends the type of baseball cap.
Yeah.
Maybe just wear like something more on brand, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they say. Do you wear that cap every time?
No, I've got a few different ones.
Okay.
They're all the same brand.
Vans.
They're all Vans.
Is that your thing?
Yeah, Yeah. Hats always fit. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't, but I'm going to go with it.
Well, if I go into a normal shop like River Island, I can't just get a T-shirt off the thingy.
No, you can't. You have to order it online.
Exactly. I'm an online shopper now.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Right? But hats.
Hey, baby. Hats
always fit, brother.
People are selling them. At Facebook Marketplace, even. You could get hats
and trainers always fit.
Baby. Yeah.
So that's why I have loads of hats and loads of trainers.
That's good.
Yeah. It's not.
Does your feet shoe size, has it changed since you stopped playing rugby? That's interesting.
No, my shoes have always.
So the consistency of your feet is very.
Yeah. It's literally just this middle bit, like my legs and everything.
It's the centre.
Yeah, it's just this.
That was a rugby joke.
Yeah, it was. Hit your button. Hit your button.
Boom, baby. Press the button there. Yes.
So yeah, it's literally just changed here.
No, I can tell.
Everything else is the same.
Yeah.
Everything else has kind of stayed the same.
Yes.
So what you're saying, you're not too old to wear a...
I'm not too old to wear a baseball cap.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think.
But I guess the question is, at what age would you start saying it's more difficult to wear a baseball cap?
Yeah.
Like backwards. Can you wear it backwards now?
No.
Put it backwards. Let's see.
Careful.
I like the way I wanted him to take it off and back. He's like, no,
Not the first time.
oh my God, you look gorgeous, man. There, the eyes are popping now. There we go.
I think
Look at that.
Leave it backwards.
Yeah, that's
Looks
there
fucking
we go.
terrible, doesn't it?
There we go.
Yeah.
Look at that. Pause that. That's your cover photo for this episode.
Yeah,
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's good.
Blue steel.
Yeah. There you go. It's fucking awful, isn't it?
So what? No age.
This guy's wearing a fucking.
That's why I said careful.
Yeah, but he looks good with it backwards. Well, I can't wear it backwards because my hairline's too far back. He's got a good hairline. Like you can still see it through the gap in his hat.
You need like one with no hole.
Yeah.
Because that was that showed how bald you were.
Yeah.
Or you could do like what Thing said last week, where you put where you paint your head.
Oh
Your
yeah.
head. Tattoo your head.
With a Sharpie marker.
Yeah.
colour
Could just
it
go
in.
to Turkey, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? What? And have your teeth done?
No, get me hair transplants
Oh,
done.
did he? I wonder what they used for that.
Did you take it off the back of your neck?
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Have you got an airy
But they
back?
take hair from the back of your head.
Yeah.
If
And
you've got
then
an airy
implant
back,
it
you
into
could
your
have
front.
like a tummy
Because that
tuck.
always grows back, apparently.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Is that what like Elon Musk did? Because he was balding and now he's like.
he's South African, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you know
we
it?
actually went to the same school.
Did he really?
Yeah, I promise you. Yeah.
Have you
So he
got a
went to
rocket?
two
Are you going to get a
schools.
rocket?
He went to two schools. One he finished at. It was called, I think, Pretoria Boys High. So it's a really good school. And then he was at another school called Bryanston High. But he got bullied. He ended up in hospital for 2 weeks. I think,
Really?
something like that. And I went to Bryanston High. So that's the school I went to. And we bullied Elon Musk out of school.
way.
Yeah, that's my claim to fame, baby.
No, that's
Was he a
cool.
prick?
I don't know him. He's well
right,
known,
okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
That was
It's
a bit
shame,
of
man.
victim
2
shaming
months-
then, wasn't
I
it?
think it was 2 months in hospital. 2 weeks in hospital.
No way. Well, he got battered.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit on top.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
God, imagine now if he decided to go after him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally like Iron Man coming after you, innit? Like, he's got everything that he needs to come back and fucking destroy your
I'd like
life.
to buy a surface to awareness.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he's probably going to blow up Bryanston High now. Yeah, that's what he is about.
That's what
Reprogramming
that
all the
rocket's about,
Teslas.
isn't it? He's going to have a load of...
But imagine the guy who like bullied him. Imagine how that guy feels. Because you can't. Who is the person? No one wants to call
The
out.
guy
man.
who bullied him sat
Yeah.
at home now going, I can't afford
Yeah,
a
can't-
Tesla.
bet he's
can't
not.
own up to it. It's like
I bet he was the one that got ate by the lion. He fell into him, got his men
that's what
on
people
him.
do, man. Like, who's the bully? We want to find out what your life is. You know what I mean?
I think you've all been bullies
Yeah.
tonight,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Well, yeah, but you
No,
deserve
we're
it,
been
so.
supported.
But it's like, here's something. There's still people around today, right? Like now, that are using toilet paper they bought during lockdown.
What?
Like, and we need to find these people, dude.
What do you mean?
Well, remember those people bought like how many
Loads of
rolls?
it.
Oh,
toilet
yeah, when they
paper.
hoarded it.
Yeah. We need to find them, dude. It's the same. Like Elon Musk's bully all the people. Let's just find them.
Yeah.
Who are the people that bought the toilet paper?
yeah.
We
And
need to
round
hunt
them
them
up.
down. That's my.
Yeah. And the pasta. They took all the pasta.
Yeah.
They did.
Do you
And
know
you want
what?
to
They
know
did.
about us bullying you, but then you just go straight for pasta.
Yeah, you couldn't get a few
Do
silly
you know
for
what's
fuck all.
even worse than that, right? I can't have gluten, and they even bought all the wheat-free flour,
Yeah.
and they weren't even, they were just
took all your
normal
gluten-free
people,
flour.
right? Yeah, good.
Yeah, I still think we should hunt because we could find the toilet paper people. Like we've got card receipts, we can find them,
Wow.
put them to sleep.
We should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to.
We'll start it now.
We
This
don't
is
know.
the
It
start
could be
of that
Murph. Murph
revolution.
could be a toilet paper hoarder. Like we just accept him into society. No.
He doesn't wipe his ass.
I have thought about getting one of them bidet things.
Those are
but-
sick, dude. I had one in Asia. Yeah, they're lovely, man.
What, like an actual bidet or the toilet seat that does it for you?
Probably
Just
just
get
one of the
Just a
attachment
bubble
ones
gum,
that you
man.
plumb
Just a
on.
little spray
I
there.
thought you had cats, can't you?
Yeah, they only lick their own. Yeah.
That's nasty, man.
Yeah.
Everything comes back to you and an animal. You know?
Yeah.
We need to do like one of those, what is it, shroom sessions with Joe and just find out what animal wronged
Yeah,
him.
it's been an actual theme of the whole
I
fucking
was
podcast, hasn't
bullied
it?
by an animal when I was younger.
Was you? I'll call your mum that.
Is that the only one? We just do one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got the one today. Just got the one email.
Is that because there's only one, but we got a bucket anyway? Or is it a
Yeah.
bucket?
I just like having buckets there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Reminds me of chicken.
Fair enough. Deep fried.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go. So yeah, I think that's an episode, gents.
Yeah.
I'd say
Got
so.
over an hour there.
Brilliant. Oh, thanks.
Happy
Is
with
there
that.
anything that you
Anything you want
to
to plug?
promote, a plug, or anything?
No, follow me on Instagram if you've made it this
Yeah,
far. And then I will be doing my shows at like venues. I'll release that, so then come watch me.
Brilliant.
Sweet, man.
Thanks for
Appreciate you coming
taking
on.
the time
Genuinely.
and spend time with us.
I want to
It's
get on
brilliant.
before you die. So
Yeah, thank you.
that's tradition.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. I hope you
Can't
die
believe
tonight
they did
on
that to you
stage.
still, man. That's mad. Yeah, but thanks for having me, guys. This was
Yeah,
really
appreciate
fun.
it.
Appreciate
Cool,
it.
man.
Brilliant. Nice
Love it.
one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, sir.